Hello, welcome back to the Flawless Cooking channel. So I wanted to show you guys everything that I am going to be cooking. Well, all my ingredients and what I'm cooking. So I had bought these wheat dinner rolls for the Cheesecake Factory. I really, really love these. They're absolutely delicious. I have arugula. I have my red onion. I have my English cucumber. I have my leafy greens. I have my romaine lettuce. We have artichoke, we have pepperoncinis, we have mayonnaise. That's actually going to be used to make my dressing. And then we have croutons. Okay? And the main attraction, which is the chicken. So, yeah, that is what we are working with today, guys. Okay, so all I'm going to do is chop this up. So, this is how I chop it up. I do like this. I bring it together. And I just chop it like this. I'm going to wash them once I get them all chopped up. This is just the way I do it. I know you guys may do it a little different, but this is Flawless Cooking channel. Okay. Chicken to the side. And then I'm just getting it all cleaned up. And that's a lot of nastiness. I'm gonna do about 3 washes on these. We're gonna do the same thing that we just did to the romaine lettuce. We're gonna chop it all up into little long little slices, okay? And be very careful because it's so easy to cut your hand. And then we're gonna put it in our spinner. It's gonna be a huge salad. So today's salad day, chicken, crispy chicken salad day. We're gonna enjoy. The kids are super hungry. It's gonna be my last little cut right here. Okay, and these, I'll save these for other things. I'm gonna set that to the side. So yeah, got our leafy greens. This is better. So these are okay, but I actually like them a little thinner. I like them like this. And I may not use all these in this salad. I may just make a cucumber salad or put them in like a mint water, mint and cucumber water. I might make that too. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them all up. Okay. Okay, my cucumbers are all cut up. Okay, now I'm gonna cut my onion, my red onion up. I like to make these kind of thin too. I don't really like thick slices. Like that's perfectly fine, that size. Taking my time cutting it because I want this perfect slice, you know, for it's like, you know, the size I want them. I want them thin, so I'm just being extra careful. That just did not want to come up, huh? Alrighty. This is probably going to be good enough for us. I'm just going to probably put this in a bag. Put it up. I'll keep this for later. I'll put this up for later, so I have my onions. Okay, now I am going to cut my chicken breasts in half. These are a little bit too thick to cook. So that I get it done easier and faster, I just go ahead and cut it in half. Okay. And normally I hold it down and I just cut it across. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be thin. As you guys could see, it's a lot thinner. Now this is smaller, but I could work with this when I cut up my little chicken, you know, little strips. And be very, very careful when you're doing this. I do this all the time, so it's no biggie. But for the new cookers out there, or new chefs, whatever you want to call yourselves, be extra careful. So yeah, these slices are perfectly fine. Okay, I'm just gonna finish cutting these. Being careful. All right, same thing. And my grease is already on over there. And once I cut these, that's when I'm going to wash them. I did not wash them at first because I want to cut them. But yeah, these are perfectly good, those slices. All righty. Chicken is all nice and clean now. I'm going to next start working on my batter or my flour season mix to actually bread the chicken. Okay, so in this bowl, I'm going to pour 2 cups of flour. And that should be more than enough. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my seasonings to add to this flour mix. Okay, so because I want to have a really good salad today, because I'm really not eating anything else besides the salad, I am going to go ahead and use cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, the usual. I need to actually get the regular paprika as well, so don't forget to add the regular one in here too. My sea salt, my black peppercorns that I'm gonna chop these up with the little grinder here, and then we have Italian seasoning, and then onion powder and garlic powder. So, all right, we're gonna just do it like this. It's quite simple. I go across back and forth. Actually, let me take this off. It's kind of slowing me down here. Okay, so this is cayenne pepper. You don't want to put too much, so that's cool. The video make it look like it's a lot more than what it is, but I won't be able to really taste it like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. This actually, when it fries, to give it a really nice color, okay? So we have that. We have garlic powder. And this is probably a teaspoon each in here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and you want to put a nice amount of black pepper in here, okay? Alright, that's pretty good. Same with the salt, because if you ain't got no salt, your food ain't gonna be good. Okay. I think that's good. Just gonna put a hint of this. I don't want too much of that in there. That's good. And then let me grab the regular paprika that I forgot to have out. Okay, my regular paprika. Okay, that's perfect. All right, now you want to mix. Okay. Now our dry mix is done. It's all done. Okay, so that's incorporated in there pretty good. Oh, one last thing I forgot. You want to add this cornstarch. You're going to do tablespoon. That was probably too much. But it won't hurt it. But try to get a tablespoon. Alright. Okay, so I'm not going to do a wet batter and then a dry batter. I'm just going to only do this dry batter because it's just crispy chicken. And that's the reason why I put the cornstarch in there, to avoid, having to do a dry wet. Okay. Now, will a wet batter make it stick better? Absolutely. But I don't have time to be dealing with the clumpy hands and all that from there, so I'm good. This will be just fine. It's just a quick, crispy chicken salad. Okay. You want to make sure that flour really get in those creases of the chicken. Okay. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just pressing the flour into the creases of the chicken. Okay. You want to always keep one hand dry as possible, because it's a hot mess when you got two hands that you can't do nothing with. All right. So I'm gonna move a little faster here, because I got quite a bit of little pieces of chicken. I'm gonna do 4 pieces so I can get it over in that grease or cooking oil. Alrighty. This part is it's a little process, but it's a worthy process, so worthy. To turn my cooking oil back up because then it'll be all, you know, it won't cook the food the way I want it to. So I have to turn it back up because I'm ready to fry the chicken now. And it's perfect. Everything looks good. We'll do one more piece. And I'll set the last 4 for the next batch I have to fry. So my cooking oil is on 4. Or I guess that would be medium low. Alright, so I'm going to let this fry. For my first 4 pieces, I'm going to go ahead and let those fry. And I'll show you guys once they are done. Okay, now I'm just cutting up my tomatoes. So I'll cut this side off right here. I'll actually go ahead and cut this side as well. And then I like to do a cut just like this because I want my tomatoes to look like this right here. Oh, not like that. Okay, so I could probably get a better one right here. Yeah, I like for them to look like this, okay? You may have to squeeze your aroma tomato together in order to make sure you get that cut you want. Oh. And be extra careful, please. Get a little juice to the side. Okay. We're going to do the same thing with this one here. And my chicken is cooking. It's just on a nice temperature where it won't burn or overcook. So I forgot to cut the tomatoes, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna use that one. Okay. These slices are bigger, but it still work on my salad. Tomato is kind of rough. That's why I'm cutting it like that, trying to get it, you know, in there real good, because it'll break. It's rough, but it's not rough. So yeah, so these are my tomatoes right here. I'm going to get this all cleaned up, and I'll be back home. And I'm just going to turn this chicken over. It looks pretty good. As you guys can see, it's shrunk a whole lot. I'm going to give y'all a little bit behind the scene activity in the life of a cooking video. It's real out here. But it ain't bad though. All of my planning is pretty much done. This is all I got over here. It's just the knife and the bowl. Everything else is clean. But, you know, you try to keep stuff out the way while your main surface is, you know, getting good camera shots and stuff. So, yeah, guys. That's what we do. All right. Let's get that piece out about it now. I can't get it out. Come on, get on up out of here now. Get on up out of here. You gonna hang around in the grease. All right, come on, big boy. And so I am going to make my dressing from scratch. So we have buttermilk right here, Worcestershire, mayonnaise, fresh squeezed lemon juice, black pepper, garlic and onion powder, paprika, and of course mustard. Okay, I'm gonna whip this all up. I'm gonna use this whole jar right here. Okay. Oh, also, and this, we're gonna use this too. All right. Okay. Probably just gonna use half of this. I just did a cup just so I know I have it. But I use this when I make my pancakes, so I probably just keep the rest of my pancakes. So this is going to be a half a cup. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. I'll just pour all of that in there. We're gonna do a tablespoon of Worcestershire, okay? Okay. We'll do about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, okay? And we'll do a teaspoon of paprika. Okay. Same thing, teaspoon. Okay. Teaspoon as well. And this about a fourth of a teaspoon. Okay. And then we'll do about a tablespoon of this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this all in. Good mix. This is gonna be our homemade salad dressing. And there you have it. Homemade salad dressing. Now we're gonna chop these chicken up, okay? So I can get this out the way and then it can be cut. Okay, it's cooled down. Still may be a little hot. Like to cut them about that thick. If you try to cut this when it's hot, you won't really get this type of cut. It'll be all over the place. Okay, I'm just gonna lay these right here, and I'm gonna set these in the inside of here. Since they're all cut up, we're gonna just cut these up. And they're still pretty hot, actually. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke coming from the chicken. Okay, and those are cut up. Sliced chicken. I have some more that I'm gonna actually pull out of this grease, and then I'll cut the rest of them up, and I'll show you guys the finishing product. Okay, so now I'm going to plate everything. I'll put some nice amount of salad in here. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the cucumbers. Pour those in there. Okay. Then I want to do some tomatoes for each cucumber. And then we're gonna put some pepperoncinis on there. And then we'll go in with the red onions. Okay. After the red onions, I want to do the chicken slices. And I like to corner those up on one side. And that's actually good enough. Okay. Then I'll put my cucumbers on the other side. Oops. Okay. And then we'll go in with the dressing. Voila. Salad is complete.